right, guys, it is Blockchain coming at you with another technical analysis update. For those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Corey, aka Blockchain, and I am primarily an Elliott wave trader in the crypto and traditional markets. We are starting off on my website, blockchaintatrading.com. I want to highlight right here where it says get for free now is my #1 trading strategy. It is consistent, profitable, reliable, and applicable to any market. Click the little get for free now, and I'll actually send you a video demonstration of how to set it up and how to use it. And then, of course, we offer the premium Discord, and just by 7up, you actually get a 7-day free trial. So that way you can get in, see what it's about, make sure it's going to be beneficial for you. Let's take a quick sneak peek inside. So we actually have Freedom, which is actually he focuses more in the traditional markets. He's actually doing a $100 challenge right now, meaning that he started his account with $100 in it about a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks ago, and he's got that bad boy up to 900 and sharing all of his plays and his calls, right here in this channel as well. We also have the crypto signals as well. So if you're looking, a great example is some scalps here. So we actually got some juicy calls with Bitcoin at 57, 228, taking profit 57,700, 57,700, flip to a short at 58,000, take profit 57,870, take profit 57,488. I mean, you name it. ETH, same thing. Between, flipping long, 34.98, take profit 35.25, 35.59, so on and so forth. And if you don't believe me, don't take my word for it. We got definitely members in here making money. Guardian, he's up 8K, and just a couple months from the signals in here, which is all good to hear. And then we also have, let's see. What's we got in here? I know MD Chow is actually he's making some money on his too. So, yep, there we go. Doubled his account in the last 13 days. There's the proof right there. So don't take my word for it. Come in and join us. We have the free chat room where you can get in and chat with ourselves, with everyone that's in there, as well as the premium channels, to get the signals and to interact and see my technical analysis and stuff as well. But enough about that. Let's go ahead and dive into the charts. All right, guys, it is Blockchain coming at you with another technical analysis update. For those of you who are new to my channel, we are going to go ahead and start off on RIOT. Make sure you guys smash the likes, hit that subscribe button, and hopefully see you guys in the Discord. If not, then no worries. Comment below, ask questions, and let's get some engagement going. So, quick update on RIOT. So for those of you who know, I've been paying attention to this one for quite some time now. And even on this, the run up, it hit the perfect 1.618 extension at the $80 mark, call it, 81 roughly with the, with the wick up there. And I'm looking at this as an overall fourth wave correction, which is the green count here. And we actually came back down and tagged the 0.236, which is a perfect fourth wave correction, pretty bullish fourth wave correction, as long as that holds. And it has been consolidating over the past day or so. As you can see, we are in the daily time frame here. But all in all, I'm looking for this to hold and looking for a fifth wave extension to get up to about $280 roughly on RIOT. So a couple of things that I'm looking at. One is if you look at the daily RSI, back here from our wave 2, this wave 4 is lower than what the wave 2 is. So we actually fell out of the bearish control zone underneath, trying to get back into it right now. We're definitely finding some resistance. And what I guess the bearish side of it, what I don't like, is this being kind of triangular, which is common for a fourth wave. And We can sometimes basically have a fourth wave where basically in this countdown, this would be a fourth wave, and we drop out of it for one last little lick down for a fourth wave extension, or for the fifth wave to come down and then pop back up in a potential C wave. So from a bearish count, that's what I'm looking at. I don't see this going down to $11 at the 382. With us on a daily, you can see we had a nice little buy signal here, and we're see our blue waves coming back up a little bit on the market liberator. The last time we had a bullish green buy signal, that was down here, which was within the wave 2. You can see we popped up, we definitely got a little bit of buy action, crossed back over, really, slightly lower low and not much, but then we got another one. But you can see we definitely went through this consolidation before we got a secondary buy signal right here, and then ever since then, see you later, from $2.50 up to 80. That's on the daily signal here. So that's, I guess, a strong factor that I'm looking at. Over the next couple of days, today being Monday, we had a nice little money inflow to the market overall, which is also a good sign. So hopefully we're looking at things starting to bottom out here. But we want to make sure that we are getting back above our slow moving EMA right here, which is the red line. So it's been resistance, definitely holding the RSI down. But you can see that even from this last low here, that price is higher, but RSI is lower. So we have a nice little bullish divergence to hopefully kick us off. So over the next few days, really looking for a break of one of these trend lines here, ideally to the upside. At that point, I would start to, look on getting us up to about, that $280 mark, hopefully by the end of the year. From a day count, let's, pull out some measurement tools here and see where we're at. So if we did a date range, so overall our wave 1 was about 100 bars, about 145 days. Our wave 2 correction was about another 58 days. And then our wave 3 was a little bit longer, about 130 days. Wave 4 correction should also be a little bit longer as well. So about 91 days. So even if we're looking at this here, so say this is the pop up, looking at, roughly, it's 145 days, 130 days, wave 5, generally speaking, roughly the same length of time. Not usually quite as aggressive as wave 3, but again, this is long on log scale. So if you were on linear, you'd see a much more extended wave 5, but the extensions match perfectly. But 130 days, that would put us roughly at the end of September this year, to hopefully get us up to that count, following that time scale there. So definitely something I'm looking on RIOT. Let's take a quick look at Bitcoin here. So ignore all this mess. This is definitely the microverse on a smaller time scale. Again, just going through and covering a higher time scale just because, definitely a lot of chop from where we are currently, but want to look for some signs of potential, reversal. So again, this is on a daily time frame. Let's see here. So a major point we want to get over is the weekly resistance point of 42.3. So that's the big hurdle for the bulls. But you can see we also got a nice green buy signal in the market liberator. Last time that happened on the daily was at the bottom here for what I'm counting as the wave 2. And that was from a price point of $9,000 up to $60,000 is, really where that called that play at. You can also see again that from a RSI standpoint, you can see that we fell out of the bullish control zone. We tried to pop up right here, but got rejected by the bullish control zone here, fell right back in. And this point right here on the RSI is going to be resistance. So we got to get back into the bearish control zone, back over that the slow moving EMA, get out of the bearish control zone, really just like we did here. And we got to pop above it, stay above it, and then just ride it as support. So that's going to be the biggest thing that we're going to have to do. So bulls definitely have a challenge ahead of them. But in regards to a buy signal, the last one before that was the COVID dump right here. So nice buy signals as we have been in an uptrend movement, and I think we still have a lot of upward momentum to go across the board. So that's definitely what I'm looking for. Let's take a quick look at ETH. Oh, sorry. Let me go back to good old Bitcoin here. Come on. All right, upward target for Bitcoin, what I'm looking at is about 130K. So I actually drop that down a little bit. About 130K is what I'm looking for a wave 5 extension. So again, looking at this as a fourth wave within here, with a fifth wave target of $132,000 for Bitcoin roughly. So I think, again, from a time standpoint, I think that's definitely doable by the end of this year, as long as we start to bottom out here and start to get that reversal. ETH. Let's take a quick look at ETH here. Come on, this thing is being super slow. I don't know if you guys can hear my dog snoring or not, but it is a little ridiculous. All right. So these lines here on the RSI, let me actually go out to the weekly, because that's what I wanted to call out. So we actually are sitting right here at the 60, which is the bottom of the bullish control zone. So that's a support zone on the RSI. You also have these trend lines here intersecting as potential support. So definitely something to take a look at from the RSI standpoint on weekly market liberator. Had a buy signal down here, and that resulted obviously in a massive move up. From a daily perspective, so let's see, a lot of volume down here, basically negative 100. We didn't get the large green buy signal. Last one we got was down here on the COVID dump. But even as we've gotten them along the way, so we had one right here, one right here, and then one right here. All great buy opportunities right here within that consolidation. And then we actually had a few kind of fire off in a row here, but they weren't as oversold as, say, this one here, which we were sitting at roughly 1,400, 1,300. This one here, which was also about 1,500, and now we have this one here, which was also at this trend line as well, at 1,700. And it's pretty interesting to see how much of a buy up that we got. And if you look how much the RSI reset on a daily perspective, it's pretty incredible that we're all the way down here at the bottom of the bearish control zone on the RSI. So definitely reset, and definitely a pretty nice buy up on ETH. So even with that dump, from a percentage bounce, from low to where we are right now, that's we're looking at a 50% gain, just right here off of that bounce. So a nice healthy buy up on ETH, which is good to see, as a lot of times the dips are bought up really, really quick on ETH. So overall, from a count perspective, looking at this slightly different. Overall, look at this as a, let's see. So really this would be, this is the one, this would be our 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 with an overextended third wave Currently dipped down for the 4th and then up for the 5th. Now, what does that mean for an extension standpoint? Well, with the third wave being so overextended, basically that put the the 5th wave well up above the 2.618 right here. So then I would start to look at the 3.618, which would be roughly 8,800, and then the 4.618, which would be 28K for ETH. So those are the two overextended points I'd start to look for. I'm actually going to add the 3.618 on there, like so. So a couple large price targets here. So looking for 95K, with the overextended third wave, with us getting up higher than that, I would look honestly for a higher than the 2.618. I would honestly, from a symmetrical standpoint, I would honestly be looking for potentially 27K for ETH. There's a lot of things in the ETH development as well, such as ETH 2.0, their energy reduction by 99%. So they're doing a lot of, leading things in the industry. And I think we have a good opportunity for us to get actually up to 28K on ETH. So pretty interesting to see, and definitely something to look for over the rest of this year, as hopefully this is the bottom in regards to a wave structure, as all of these indicators have really reset very, very well. Let's see. I think we'll take a quick look at EOS. All right, so last one for EOS that I was looking at was this here as a potential leading diagonal, and this starting off potentially a third wave right here. Obviously, we had a pretty large sell-off, so that kind of throws this count out the window a little bit. So I'm going to have to reevaluate this guy a little bit. Let me clear this up. And take that out. So there's no doubt about that. There's definitely some 5-wave moves. That was a clear 5-wave move within there. Was looking for continuation. Obviously, the support has held. The only thing that I don't like on, again, looking at the daily here on EOS, is this trend line right here. Actually, it looks like we're back above it, if not right above it. So yeah, we definitely need to establish that back. And let me actually get that off and get rid of these and these. All right, so it can be a little tough with some of the wicks here, but normally when we have something like this, it's either a leading diagonal, which is what I was looking at here, or potentially an A, B, C, D, E, in which normally we fall out. So I think what I was looking at, a 1, is potentially something else, part of a different structure. So basically I definitely see it as 3 waves, where you can see 3 waves right here. So it'd be an A, 3 waves there would be our B, and then this right here would be potentially looking at the C, and then would almost be looking at this right here as a 5, 3, 5, 3, 5. Let's change the color of that. But it definitely looked like EOS was gearing up to do some damage, especially once we were getting up to $16 on ETH. But from a price drop, You know, from high to low on this move here. I mean, that was a huge drop, you know, 73% here. But again, a nice little buy up. On a daily perspective, again, we got our green buy signal. Last one that happened was right down here, resulted in a 191% swing to the upside. Last one before that was down here. That one resulted in 140% swing to the upside. So pretty nice buy-ups overall when we get these, you know, daily green crosses on the Market Liberator. From a weekly perspective, let's see where we're at. Yeah, it's I mean, we definitely did break our fast-moving or our slow-moving EMA here, and looks like we're coming back down, potentially testing the 50. So we'll see. Obviously, a lot of days left in this weekly candle here. Yeah, I think it's just going to depend on what kind of buy up. So we'll kind of have to pay attention to the daily as the daily forms out over these next few days. We can start to see things start to curve and get back towards the upside. Yeah, I mean, I would have to, you know, it'd have to be an overextended ABC on this guy in order for it to really make sense as a potential leading diagonal or some kind of wave one for it to, you know, look at something like this. And obviously I'll have to pull, you know, fibs again if we start to get the turnaround. But can be a stretched out, a little bit more of a leading diagonal on this guy. Come on. Got too many things going on here. Yeah, even this here looks like 3 waves. So I guess the bearish count on this guy would be that on a larger scale, right here would basically be an AB, ABC. And then this would be something else. So we could potentially be looking at a larger A, B, and then this right here is the C. But it'd be pretty aggressive, so it would need more time to fill out for it to actually be a finished move down. So time will tell. Definitely playing it level by level. So far our first support level on the daily has held at $4.33. And really just kind of pay attention level by level. So we need to get back above our fast moving EMA, break outside the bearish control zone, and kind of see what we get from there. Lots of indecision in the market, see if it shrugs off some of these losses and some of the negative news that's been going around before we turn into something else. So otherwise, you know, that's what I got, guys. I'll catch you guys tomorrow on the next video update. Hopefully I'll see you guys in the Discord, wherever you're at in the world. Good evening, good afternoon, good night, and I'll catch you on the next video.